So today I want us to just do some little discussion about this controversy going on the internet. This woman of African descent, of Nigerian descent, Kemi Badenoch, went viral on the internet the past week, and sometimes some people say it's for good, some say it's not for good, and I want to hear your opinion. And you see exactly what the ex-president of Ghana did to the Sahel leaders. It is exactly what this woman did in another form. And we are not here to judge her. She has her own reason which she stipulated. Everywhere on the internet she's given audience, she's had interviews telling people how her country of origin is so messed up, and that she was happy to leave. The best thing that could happen to her in her life was to leave her country of residence, to leave her continent, which is Africa. And the fact that she's doing everything to identify as a European, not as Africans, is something that is alarming to some people. The fact that she come out boldly and say that she gave her own 2 cents about payment of reparation is something that some people are not okay with, because as a melanated person, with the whole thing that happened to the melanated community, it is just so normal to say, okay, if you think a payment is just enough to say, okay, we are sorry for what we have done to you. Now, this payment is not even paying for nothing. The things that have been stolen from the motherland, Europe and America cannot even pay back. They have not even started paying anything. The little you think they have paid is not even the beginning yet of the payment of the credits they owe the mother continent. So whatever little they give to any country in the continent, any melanated community, is just a peanut compared to what they have excavated, how they have milked out the motherland and the melanated people. It can never compare. Mark my words. No matter what Europe and America do to turn back the hands of time, like to pay or to repair the evil they have done, it can never compare to all the situations that they have put the motherland and the whole of Africa in. And then we have a woman who should, in one way or the other anyway, is a continent okay? The answer is no. The continent is not okay. Is countries in the continent okay? Are they doing fine? No. The answer is obviously no. They are not doing fine. Is Nigeria okay? The answer is no. Nigeria is not okay. But will I still be in the continent and be in my mother country? Yes, I will. I think I have been telling you here time without number. The motherland is not perfect. Countries in the motherland is not perfect. And so is Nigeria. Nigeria is not perfect. A lot is going on. But when you understand why a lot is going on, why these things are happening, you will know that there's no other place that you are going to find peace except you stick to your home and help build your home. There is this thing that most of us do not know. Nobody is developing any region in the continent for you and I. There's no European coming to do that. There's no American coming to do that. If we do not build our continents and our various countries, nobody is coming to build it for us. And I've been asking you this question. If all of us run away from the continent like Kemi did, and she's living her best life, which she have, announced it to the whole media, to the whole world, that all thanks to her almighty that she left Nigeria and now life is sweet for her. If everybody have left like that, who is gonna be in the continent? Who is gonna be left behind to help the motherland grow? Now, are we not living for the enemy to come and take over? A lot of Europeans and Americans are in the continent at present. This is the same region they told you not to come to. This is the same region they told you is not perfect. Of course it's not. There's no region around the world that is perfect. The Europe that a lot of Africans are running to, is it perfect? No. The America that a lot of Africans are running to, is it perfect? No. There are a lot of people poor in need of help in Europe and America. Just like there are a lot of people poor in need of help in the continent of Africa. The difference between the situation of the continent of Africa and Europe and America is, it is the Europeans and the Americans that are dealing with us. They are surviving on us. And just imagine that we all leave our inheritance for these people. They are going to leave you all there because they know there's nothing there. It's a barren land. And they will all move here. So they'll take your birthright from you because of a longer throat. You are looking for the one that is already built. Why can't you develop your own, build your own, and make it? You see, there's no place in the world that bad people are not in existence. Mind you, we deal with agreeable and disagreeable in all spheres of life. There is no life that is perfect. But we are all working to see that we develop something. Now, I am not saying that she had done something evil. She aired her opinion. She said what is in her mind. She felt like Europe and America is a salvation. And let's listen to her.
This is the past. We need to talk about the future. There are many countries now who want to use guilt to try and exploit the UK. They ask for reparations. I saw it as a trade minister. It's not culture wars. I was at the WTO. I won't name the minister from another country. And he was telling me that we needed to give up some of the things that we were doing because of colonialism and because they needed time to develop. These arguments are a scam. Don't fall for it. We need to make sure that we put this country first. We work well with our neighbours. We work well with other countries, but we have to look after ourselves too.
Well, I mean, those advocating for reparations would say, shouldn't we just make up for some of the damage we did through the slavery? As a black woman saying that, they may find that hard to understand from you.
Well, there are many things that the British Empire got wrong, but there are many amazing things that the British Empire also did. And we need to be honest about that and stop pretending that it was all bad. The British Empire ended slavery, the Atlantic slave trade. We need to talk about that more.
There's a lot more coming. You heard her own opinion about reparation. You heard her stance about reparation. What do you think about her? Leave your comment there. And then you heard her saying that the British government did a lot of amazing things. And please, can you leave comments there? What are the amazing things that the British government have done to the world? And then she made mention of one of them, and she said they ended slavery. Who is doing this to us at this point? This woman is learned, she's exposed, and she have a notion like this. Is it because of what she's after? Like, why do we think slavery has ended? Why do we think slavery has ended, Your Majesties? This is just a question that I have, just an honest question. Why do we think slavery has ended? Oh, the British government ended slavery, so that's an amazing thing they have done. Who initiated the transatlantic slavery and the trans-Saharan slavery? Who invented them in the first place? The British government have a hand in it. And then coming to tell you that they have ended is just a camouflage. A lot of people are missing by day, in the name of traveling to Europe and America to seek for a better life through agencies. And sometimes this government are aware where these people are. A lot of Africans today are no more. Like, they go, they don't come back. People are seeking for their loved ones, they can't see them. A lot of melanated people are in Europe and America working, and when it's time for them to withdraw their money, they are denied. This is happening by day, we are seeing it. And we have a Nigerian-born woman who feel that Nigeria has failed her because she felt like what she was expecting she didn't get. And then she felt Europe saved her from whatever situation. Now the question I have is, who put Nigeria in the situation Nigeria is in today? Do not get it twisted. I'll be talking about how bad we are to ourselves, how bad our leaders are, but let's just be frank. Let's be frank and let's say this to ourselves. There are a lot of Africans who have notions like her that the British government did. Remember, I keep telling you, a lot of black people feel like all ties to Europe and America, Africa is saved. Africa, that was a dark continent, is saved by Europe and America, who are the salvation. Your Majesties, who put Nigeria in the situation Nigeria is? Because in the next clip, you're going to see how she expressed herself, how she went through one or two things in the country, and then she went out and Europe saved her from whatever the situation is. Who put the continent, who put countries in the continent, who puts Nigeria in the situation Nigeria is today? Is it not all thanks to colonialism? Until today, neo-colonialism is eating us up. And we have a woman as learned, as intelligent, and exposed like this, saying that we have to thank the British government because they ended slavery. Slavery that has never ended. And it's not going to end if we do not wake up from slumbers like this. Let's listen further to her discussions.
I chose this country because here I could breathe free and I could be everything that I wanted to be. I grew up in Nigeria and I saw firsthand what happens when politicians are in it for themselves, when they use public money as their private piggy banks, when they promise the earth and pollute not just the air but the whole political atmosphere with their failure to serve others. I saw what socialism means for millions. It's poverty and broken dreams. I came to Britain determined to make my way in a country where hard work and honest endeavour can take you anywhere.
Jamie Badenoch, the leader of the British Labour or Conservative Party, we are proud of her in spite of her efforts at denigrating her nation of origin. Rishi Sunak, the former British Prime Minister, is originally from India. He never denigrated his nation of ancestry nor poured venoms on India. She is entitled to her own opinions. She has even every right to remove the Kemi from her name.
I think this was the same situation where Davido, the popular musician, was asked if people want to move to Africa, and then he just retaliated and said, go where are they going to? Africa is hell, Nigeria is what have you, and he gave his own opinion about his country, how the situation is. Is there any lie in what Davido said in that interview at that time? Because I had a video about it, but I'm still unable to edit that video. Is there any lie in what Kemi said? No. The situation is serious. Okay? A lot are suffering. A lot are in poverty. Is there any lie in what Davido said in his interview? No. It's a fact he said. Okay? It's the truth he said out openly that things are just hard. But the truth is that, is it just in Africa that things are hard? No. Things are hard everywhere. Even the place you want to run to, they have poor people like your type in your country there. But they're not going to show you those ones. They're not going to show you those things, right? And again, like I said from the beginning, the reason why the situation on the continent is different from other parts of the world is because we are the ones who they are milking out to survive. Are we milking out any continent to survive as Africans? The answer is obviously no. We are not milking out any continent. Is Africa going to any part of the world, enslaving people, taking their homes, their properties, their precious stone, and everything up until today? No. Africa has never done that to any continent. But different parts of the world are milking from the motherland. And different countries in the continent, in the motherland, are suffering because of this situation. Do not get it twisted. We have a hand in what is happening. Our greed, our envy, our lack of love for one another is what is giving the enemy opportunity. Because we want to have everything for ourselves. We don't want to think about the other person. It's happened everywhere. We have people like that also in Europe and America who are greedy, who are selfish. Is it only Africans that have selfish people? The answer is no. But why then is the situation of Africa different? Because of colonialism and neo-colonialism. That is why our situation is like this. And that is why I have always been in the opinion that you can't say you love your nation and then you are staying somewhere developing other people's countries and their continents. What about your country? What about your continent? When you leave your continent and your country because things are hard, who is coming? Who is coming to develop Africa for us if we refuse to develop it? Oh, leaders are evil. Leaders are stealing money. What are we doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What is our collective effort to push out those leaders? They are corrupt. Who puts them in those positions? A lot of us do, when it comes to politics, we allow religion take hold of us. Oh, he's our brother he's a Muslim, we have to vote him. Even if he's bad, he's a Muslim, we have to vote him. That's why we have situations we have in the motherland. Oh, he's our brother, or he's a Christian, we have to vote him. Even if he's bad, he's a Christian, we have to vote him. Look at us and the situation we have. And then when things escalate, we start shouting and think that the only solution is to run to Europe and America. Europe and America give you opportunities to come. They use you and milk you out for their own good. Of course, they're going to use you for their own good. Do you think they don't have unemployed people? They don't have people who are poor in their region and they are giving you jobs? We don't think most of the times as Africans. They are luring you in there, using you. At the same time, they are moving from their home to your own home. And then we think everything is fine. And then we have people like Kemi who have denied their roots already. They have denied their heritage already. They have gone. Because they feel like they are now better. They have denied their origin and they have another life they are living which is so beautiful. And they are propagating that life. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section because we're going to reap wherever we sow. And that is for a fact. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others. Stay safe, stay positive. Always your majesties. Bye for now.